Welcome, ladies and gents, back to Make It Make Sense podcast solo edition, where it's just me talking my shit, letting you guys know some interesting things about being a man and the different issues in dating and relationships and how how to maneuver through this shit in 2024, because it's fucking crazy out here. Let's be honest. It's fucking wild out here. Men are inadequate, women are fucking delusional, and you're just sitting there like not knowing what to do, just fucking laughing at it. So the title of this one today is Single by Choice, A Woman's Cope. So what I've come to realize is that women love to say that they're single by choice. They choose not to have a man. They choose to be on their healing journey, their celibacy journey, their journey to become a better person, whatever the fuck it means to them. However, what I've also realized is women fail to understand that you're not choosing to be single, because if the man you actually wanted, admired, respected, would love, and you're attracted to, and had all the qualities that you wanted in a man, wanted you, you wouldn't choose to be single. That's like me saying, no, I choose not to take this consequence-free $10 million because I'm not ready for it. I'm healing. I'm choosing to be broke. No one would do that. That's fucking insane. It's very simple, ladies. You don't like the truth. I understand that you can't handle the truth. And it's as simple as you don't qualify for the man that you want. There are a lot of things that these top tier men want, I wouldn't say want, are going to accept for the woman that they choose. So women get to choose who gets sex, men get to choose who gets relationships. And I think that women conflate sexual attention with actual options for relationships, because a top tier guy, a high level man, a man with money, status, looks, charm, fitness, personality, etc., may hop in a DM. A lot of women think that those are the kind of guys that they deserve. They may even sleep with said guy and think that that's the kind of guy that they deserve. But if you deserved that man, he would choose you and you'd have him. And you wouldn't decline it based on healing or not being ready. You'd definitely jump at the opportunity to be with a man that you actually want. So women's standards are this high. There aren't a lot of men that are this high. So that's why you're single, because the amount of men that can reach your standards is down here. There's not a lot of guys that can do that. The guys that can do that have options. They have the pick of the litter. They can choose who they want. And if they're not choosing you, it's because you don't qualify. You don't meet their expectations. So it's very simple to me. I mean, to me, life in general is extremely simple if you just take a step back and look at it for what it is. Um, if you have all of these exceptional standards you need a man to meet, and men and women are different, understand that you don't need to be exceptional like him. You need to be exceptional to him. And what women love to say, even though it's wildly untrue, is that I would never ask for anything that I can't bring to the table myself. Yet they want a man who makes more money than them. Well, that's asking for something that you don't bring to yourself. They're asking a man to be a leader. You don't want to lead. You're not going to lead him. You wouldn't respect him if you led him. Also, not bringing something that you would, asking for something that you're not bringing yourself. You want him to be taller than you, stronger than you, more experienced than you. A bunch of things that you're not bringing to the table that you're asking for. And it's just like, at what point does any of this like sink in that this delusional world just doesn't work? Possibilities, sure. Probabilities, not likely. And I've noticed that social media today wildly made all of us think that things that are highly attainable, whether it's parenting, dating, becoming successful and famous, it's like you see it on social media and you think that that can be me. Not that it can't, it's possible, but it's highly unlikely. As highly unlikely as it was before social media. Not saying it doesn't happen, but it's not likely. No different from getting in a car accident, getting hit by a car, being struck by lightning. Does it happen? Sure. Is it likely? No, but you can see it on social media all the time. So you think that those things are going to happen to you. So since you see this super duper goals relationship where they're traveling and they're spending their entire mid 20s to mid 30s seeing the world and not having kids and just traveling and building empires, and then once she's ready at around 35, she's ready to settle down and become a mom. And it's like, that's not how biology works, sweetheart. Your body was made to do it from 15 to 35. You got 20 years, you know what I mean, to get as many as you can out. And at 35, it's a geriatric pregnancy. At 30, 90% of your eggs are gone. And I don't think they told a lot of us this, because I just found this shit out last year. So it's like, yeah, it sounds like the best route to do it at 30, because you've experienced more, you've accomplished more, you're more financially stable, and it makes more sense to have children then when you can actually take care of them. However, your body isn't ready to do it anymore. Matter of fact, because you have success and responsibilities, you can't be up all damn night with this child, and your body's so old and beat down. I'm not old. I mean, 35 is not old, but like, it's not as bounce backable as it was in your late teens and early 20s, where you could be hungover, go to sleep at 3:45 in the morning and wake up at 7 a.m. for work and get through the whole day with a minor headache. Like, those days are gone. So it's not a good idea to have a child in your 30s, because you're fucking tired. Your body is not capable of doing what it used to do. You don't bounce back as well. Losing weight is a bit more difficult. Not that it can't happen, because I'm losing weight at a ridiculous pace at the moment. But yeah, I mean, you're not single by choice. You're single because the man you want hasn't chosen.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
So, but I mean, go ahead, chase your career, chase your degrees, chase your dreams, and that dream of being a mother and having a husband, and especially from the man you actually want. That's the sacrifice that you make. You know what I mean? Like,
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
But because women, you got to understand this thing. Like, as a woman, whether you're a fucking 3 or a 9, like, you're going to get male attention. Women, as long as you stay friendly and pretty and not a whore, you start up here. You start at the top of the mountain. Men start down here and have to climb this mountain. All right. And your job is not to fall down this mountain as he climbs. But the more partners you have, sexual partners you have, that's you coming down this mountain. All right. The older you get, that's you coming down this mountain. The more hardened you get from relationships, that's you coming down this mountain. The more masculine independent you become, that's you coming down this mountain. No man climbing up this damn mountain is going to want to deal with you and your shit because he's been working his ass off just to be seen. I mean, my mind is blown now. I've been doing this podcast for a while now. I've talked to plenty of women. Research shows it. I mean, dating apps show it. You can list that you don't want anybody 6 feet or under popping up on your feet. So you're eliminating 85% of the males out there. But I mean, ladies, if you're listening, think about this. If fellas, if you have a girl or a sister or a friend, next time you guys go out to eat, like at a fast food restaurant, or next time you go to the grocery store or a CVS or anything like that, Walgreens, whatever, and a gas station, make sure she comes in with you. Buy something, leave. And when you drive off, wait a couple minutes and ask her if she can describe any feature about the man that checked you out, that the cashier that rung you guys up. She's not gonna have a fucking clue. Most men are extremely invisible to most women. Just not attractive at all. Don't even see them. So, but let it be somebody in a Ferrari, or that guy at the gym who's taller than everybody and more muscular. She knows what he was wearing, what color his shoes were. Hell, she can tell you what color his eyes were. Because that's what they notice. And that's not just women, that's us too, man. We do it too. Just put it like this: 6 feet, muscles, that is the Corvette on the road. What I mean by that is whatever you drive, you may see those while you're driving because it's your car. However, you don't notice Altimas, Camrys, Priuses, Ford F-150s. I mean, maybe if that's on your mind, whatever, or if they're driving erratically. However, if you're not paying attention, just in the zone, driving to your destination, and any color Corvette is on the road, out of your peripherals, you're going to be able to see that car. That is what it's like to be an attractive man. To the rest of the men who aren't that Corvette, you're literally every other car on the road. You're just there taking up space, and they don't notice you. So women, if you're listening to this, take that into consideration. There's not a lot of Corvettes on the road. There's a lot of the other cars on the road. Those other cars are more than likely, if you've gotten older, if you've had children by multiple men, if you have a high body count, if you've gained weight, those other cars, that's what you're going to get. You can't have this guy. You can fuck this guy, but you cannot have this guy. He's not going to take you seriously. Why? Because he doesn't have to. Doesn't mean you're not bad. Doesn't mean that you're not sexy, but you're not wife worthy for that man. You need to be exceptional to that man. Now, how you can become exceptional to that man is to not be a fucking headache to that man, because most women are headaches to most men, especially busy, successful men who have everything going for themselves. The last thing that they want to do is deal with a woman who's a fucking headache. So if you're not a headache and you're friendly and you're pretty and you fuck him and you're nice to him and you respect him and you don't worry about him potentially seeing other women, you can work your way back up that hill a bit. But I'm telling you, it's not, you're not single by choice. You're single because the man that you want has not chosen you. And I know what you might say. You might say, oh, maybe I haven't met him yet. You probably have met him, and he used you for what he needed you for, or ignored you completely. You didn't even know you met him, because a lot of times these men who have all their shit together, some of it's visible, but they're not going to just be like, hey, let me pay your rent. You know what I mean? Like that's not their MO. You know, some guys lead that way, whatever, and they usually get played and taken for. Hell, I've done it myself a few times. Learned that lesson. But yeah, you meet quality men all the time. No, I wouldn't say all the time, but you've definitely met quality men who passed you up. And if that doesn't sit uncomfortably for you and let you know that you're the common denominator as to why things aren't going the way you want them to go, that's where you really need to cope. Your way isn't working. Like, that's what I should call this podcast, is your way isn't working. So maybe it's time to try something else. It's time to maybe give a fuck what the man you wants instead of what you want, what you're not going to settle for. You've let feminism tell you, I'm not settling. I got my own house. I got my own car. I got my own job. I pay my own bills. Like, how ridiculous would that be if I was saying that shit? I got my own house. I got my own car. I pay my own bills. I take care of my own kids. I don't need no woman. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. No, you don't. You shouldn't need anybody. You're a goddamn adult. However, that's what you want. And if you want it, you need to act like you want it and do things it takes to get it. Just like you did the things to take to become extremely independent. You need to do those things to become dependent on a man because that's what you want. You don't want to work forever. You damn sure don't want to take care of a man. If you had it your way, you'd have your bills paid and work electively or follow your passion. And the money that you make can be spent on what you want to do with it. No.
Understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
But what do I know? Anyway, I need to make this real for the fitness journey I'm on, and I will do an episode on that one for you guys shortly because I got some things coming your way. A little something I call not hard 90. 90 days of working out, but it ain't hard. It's not hard, and it will get you the results you're looking for. I am down 17 pounds in 30 days. I am down 4% body fat in 30 days. I am up 4 pounds of muscle in 30 days. And it wasn't hard. So programs coming soon. Exceptional male courses coming soon. Hell, I might even take some of you ladies to wife school because it seems like the ladies that I'm inviting on the podcast are starting to get it. They're starting to understand. They're starting to know that if you want this, you have to be exceptional to this. Not exceptional like this, because this man up here does not need your money, does not need your competence, does not need your assertiveness, does not need your dominance, does not need your competitiveness. He needs you to be a woman to him. He needs you to be a wife to him. He needs you to be a mother to his children. He needs you to raise the generation that he makes. He needs you to be his peace. He needs you to love him, and he will do anything for you. Except never be attracted to other women, because that's just not scientifically possible for a man to not be attracted to other women. So get that goofy ass idea out of your head. But yeah, that's about all I've got for today. So hopefully these sound effects work this time, and I want you guys to vibe out to my solo pod music intro and outro produced by none other than Squeak Boogie. And we're out of here. You guys feeling that? I like this.